Hello kitty gang, welcome back to my channel. I'm back again with another pick a card reading. This pick a card reading will be what does your crush notice about you that you may not even know about. So I have 4 piles to choose from. The first pile will be this anime girl drinking a smoothie. Second pile will be this anime girl eating kimchi. Third pile will be this beautiful aesthetic with like a girl holding like flowers in a vase. And then the fourth pile will be this woman laying down in the bed smoking a cigarette. So whichever picture you're most drawn to, pick that pile. It's some of them that have similar messages, so if you're drawn to more than one, please pick more than one. So yeah, use your intuition the best that you can, and I'll see you at your reading. Hello pile 1. So if you chose the first picture with the girl like drinking a smoothie, this will be how what your crush notices about you. What does your crush notice about you, pile 1? What does your crush notice about you? Fool. Always kind of getting that energy. Four of Swords. Let me get one more card. That flew out and I didn't even get to really shuffle it. It just flew out so perfectly, the angel card. So, I'm trying to zoom out, yeah, like that. So, what does your crush notice about you, pile 1? Your crush notices that you could be just trying to figure out who you are Your crush could feel like, or what they notice about you is, what does your crush notice about you? Pile one. Your crush notices that you're trying to figure out things, whether it's who you are. Like your crush notices that you're trying to be true to yourself and you're trying to go down a path that better suits you, like that makes you happy. But I feel like they don't even know. I feel like what they notice about you is that you're not entirely there yet with the Four of Swords. It's like you're healing right now. Your crush could also notice that you're healing from some type of like issue, whether that's like past experiences. Yeah, you're starting something new with the Fool card. They notice that you're at least wanting to start something new, or you're hopeful to start something new. Whether that's just you're changing, your hormones are changing, you want to like express yourself more. Your crush can also see you as being very, very emotional during this time, and I feel like they notice that you just want to get away for a while. Like, so maybe you've been talking about a vacation or needing time off from your job because it doesn't really it doesn't fit who you are now personally. Like, you've done a lot of growth coming up as a Fool card. You want to start something new, you want to do something new, you want to travel somewhere new, you want to change your hairstyle, you want to do something drastic. I feel like you want something new. I feel like your crush also feels like they're not your type, or they don't know if they're your type. Like, they notice that when you talk to somebody, you have multiple varieties of people that you talk to. So with like three of these, like with these people right here in this card, make some time for friends. Your crush could also feel like you friend zone them. Like, they notice that you friend zone them a lot, or you're just very iffy about your emotions and where you stand right now. This is what they're picking up on. Like, you're very hopeful though during this time for like love, I feel like, or just love in general for yourself. You're very hopeful, maybe you've been praying a lot, even getting into spirituality, back into spirituality. You're wanting a rebirth is what your crush is noticing. Your crush can also notice that you're sleeping a lot. You've been sleeping a lot lately because you've been like really, really tired lately from work, or you've been overworking yourself. Your crush notices that you've been overworking yourself. Maybe your crush, what they notice about you as well is that you're very shy. Coming up as an angel card, you're very, very, very shy. Almost to the point where it's like they don't really know what your intentions are. They're not really clear what your intentions are, especially with this mask over this person's face. Like, you can't even tell if it's a boy or a girl. Maybe you're like struggling right now. What your crush notices in this pile that you're struggling right now with sexuality. You don't know whether you like girls or boys. You don't know what turns you on. You're not really into it. You're trying to figure out what your body craves and what your body desires. Because I feel like maybe you've been, like I said, wanting something new, wanting to do something new. I don't know if your crush notices that you are bored. Maybe your crush feels like you're just bored. Or, yeah, maybe your crush, like what they've been noticing is that you're not fulfilled with something. So I don't know if that's your sexuality, where you're working right now, what you're striving to do right now, or you're just healing right now. They either notice that you're healing right now from something, or you're focusing really hard on something, or you're really bored and you've been sleeping a lot also. Your crush also notices that you cover your face a lot, or you tend to you're just like a little different. And I think this is what draws them in though. This is what they like about you. This is what they find really interesting, because they feel like you have nothing to be like really shy about or standoffish about, but you're hella standoffish. It's like you're really passive. Not passive aggressive. Some of you could be, but they notice that you're very passive with everything that you do. You don't like to tell people everything that you're working on. You like to keep projects and ideas and goals private, like secret, close to your heart. You don't share anything. I don't even think with your close friends. You don't share certain things. You like to be alone a lot with the Four of Swords. They notice that you like to be alone a lot. Either that's like sleeping or just enjoying your own company, because you have like a lot. They can tell you're like brainstorming. What your crush notices when they're around you, when you guys spend time together, is that you're still brainstorming. When you're like on break or when you're off work, you're still brainstorming about something that I don't know, it's like what your crush also notices that they feel like you have something, you always have something up your sleeve. Like, you're not just chilling around. You have something up your sleeve that you want to go and do, want to go see, want to go explore. Your crush can also notice that you get bored really easily. I think I said that, but you get bored really, really easily. I don't know if you have like ADHD, or you just have like a fire or air moon or something, or an air fire sun. That's what I'm picking up on, because you have a lot of energy. You have a lot of energy to give. You have a lot of energy to express. Like, your crush is like kind of turned on by it, but at the same time your crush feels like they might lose you in the same sense to like somebody else. This could be like, no, I don't want to say third party, but you could have like multiple options, or you're in need of multiple options in your life. This is why you're so like confused with your sexuality or your workplace, or you just don't like being smothered in the same circumstances for too long. Like, maybe you working at you quit a lot of your jobs, and you move on to the next job, the next gig. Maybe you do gigs, like you have some type of talent. Your crush notices that you have talents, but you hide your talents. Some of you hide your talents. They notice it about you though, but you have no reason to hide your talents because they feel like you could be like very successful. Your crush also feels like they love, if you have bed hair, they love your bed hair. Like, if you wake up and don't really do much to your hair, don't really comb your hair out, you just finger comb it, or you just do whatever you do. I feel like with this pile, it's like your crush notices that you have low maintenance, if that makes sense. Like, you don't do too much maintenance on yourself. Like, you're not too girly, but you're still girly, all in the same sense. Like, you probably have a short morning routine, but they like this because it makes you look like a normal you don't try to like, you like a normal human being, you act like a normal human being. You act like you're human. You don't act like too conceited or that you're perfect. You know that you're not perfect. What your crush notices about you, that you know you're not perfect, and you don't try to act like you're perfect. I think that's what they also like find intriguing, because to your crush, they might view you as being perfect. Like, in their eyes you're perfect, in their eyes you're like a fantasy to them. So it's like, for you to know that you're not, or for you to feel like you're not perfect, or know you're not perfect, you're just like everybody else, makes them really like interested in you. They notice that you don't like to put others down to feel good about yourself too. You like to be inspired by other people. You don't get jealous about, I mean, I think you do have jealous tendencies. They notice that you do. With the pictures you picked though, with her blushing, you could get shy a lot, or easily embarrassed, or you could like turn red in the face when they compliment you, or when people come up to you. You're very like, you're jumpy, your eyes are jumpy, your eyes get swollen, your eyes get really big when you express yourself about things that you're into or things that you're trying. You get very like, something about your eyes get very enthusiastic, your eyes like speak to people, is what they notice as well. And they like what they noticed. Another thing about you, if you're like fair skinned, you don't have to be, even if you're not fair skinned, they can tell when you're blushing. Like, your face does this thing where you get easily embarrassed. If you don't blush, they notice that you blush if you do blush, but if you don't blush, they still know when you're like excited or embarrassed or really turned on by something, because your face turns like blush, or your face gets like very like, your eyes get swollen, like as in like big, wide. Your pupils might even get large, and this is something that you don't know. Like, when you know how cats' eyes get like abnormally big? I think your eyes do this, and this is something that you don't know but other people pick up on, that your pupils get large when you're excited about something, when you're talking about something, or when you're embarrassed, or when you're shy, or when you're just like have a lot of energy. They could also tell that you're what they notice about you too is that like, you could have like ears that poke out that are really cute to them. Like, when you put your hair up, or when you put your hair behind your ears poke out kind of like forward. It's really, really cute. It makes you look really, really childlike, which makes you look really, really young. They also notice that you try your best at everything that you do with the Four of Swords, and when things don't go your way, you try not to project that onto people, and they find this very like, they like this as well, because you don't try to project or make other people feel like, I don't know, you don't try to put your problems onto other people. You like to try to figure it out yourself. It's like you're not looking for a handout, and they really like this, that you're ambitious. Yeah, for this whole energy, I feel like your crush altogether just feels like what they notice about you is that you're very ambitious. And when you're not like hella busy, because I feel like for this part you're hella busy. When you're not busy, you like to hang out with friends. You like to enjoy your friends. You could have like a big variety of friends too. Like, you don't, all your friends might look different, hella different. Like, you need, like I said, you crave having different cultures, people around you. You can't have, you need like a new, like you need new things, whether that's like reading, whether that's social media, whether that's aesthetic. You could switch aesthetics a lot. Yeah, like you have friends that have different aesthetics. Like, some of your friends wouldn't even hang out with each other. That's how different variety of people. And I think that's why, another thing why your crush feels like they might lose you, or they're scared to lose you, because you need new things, new people, new foods, new, because in the picture she is drinking like a smoothie or something. So I feel like maybe they noticed that you like Smoothie King, or you love smoothies. Maybe last time you seen them, they gave you like a smoothie that they made and you really liked it, and this made, they really enjoyed it, that you like their smoothie or whatever they made for you, whether it was smoothie or ice cream. They want to make more things for you. Like, this person likes sharing with you, because of like what they notice is that you'll want something but you won't ask for it. You're very passive, but like your eyes will like look like you want it or something, or maybe you're afraid to speak up. I think this is like traits that they actually find very funny or interesting, that you don't really speak up too much, but they like this though, because it makes them wonder about what's going on in your head, like what's new with you, because they know every time they speak to you, something's new, something, you're doing something new, or you're engaging in something new, or talking to somebody new. And this could also make your crush feel a little threatened, or that they need to, like, when you have a crush, I feel like all your crushes feel like they need to be fit them, they need to be like, you need to, like, I don't know, you, it's like whether your crushes notice that you need to be in charge, or it has to be that way because of your schedule, your wild schedule. They could notice you have a wild schedule. My crush also notices that you like when people remember things that you said that you like or wanted to do without you having to repeat yourself. So the next time they see you, they'll have it in mind, or they'll bring it to you. Feel like what makes you happy is like people doing thoughtful gestures for you, and this is what your crush notices about you, and this is what they try to do, like remember things that you said that you like or want to do, and then they'll try to incorporate in whatever routine you guys do the next time you guys link up. This person really enjoys your company, and what they notice about you is that you really enjoy their company too, but you're not gonna say it. You're not gonna like admit it, because you're so shy, or just you could be stubborn as well. They could notice you're very stubborn, but like ultimately how they, like what they notice about you is that you're like angel like you don't really, they could feel like you, I get a lot of piles where sometimes you're like crushes, or it's a certain feminine energy that is very like aloof, or just where it's to the point where they feel like you're just, maybe you don't even, your crush also notices that you don't really like to drive, or you can't drive, you're not the best driver, but they also feel like this is kind of cute because they get to help you with your car, they get to help you pump gas, they feel manly around you. Your crush notices that you often need help with your car, like little things though, that's like hella girly. Yeah, your crush, like something about your eyes for you, Pal One. Your crush thinks your eyes are very beautiful, and notices that your eyes speak more than your mouth does sometimes, and they really enjoy this. But because it's like almost like a puzzle or like a maze game with you, where it's like they have to figure out what your eyes are trying to say, because you won't say it. Maybe your crush also notices with the Four of Swords that you could be hella quiet, but you are making transformations. You're always making transformations. They notice that you're always, like I said, doing something new or transforming. But your crushes are like really into you. They like your ears. Maybe you have big ears, big round ears. Maybe you're insecure about your big ears, but they like your big ears. They like sharing with you. They notice that you like when they share with you, but you won't admit that either. It's like a lot of things you won't admit, but they can tell you like what they're doing because of your eyes, but you won't admit that you like it for whatever reason. Maybe you're just really standoffish or shy, or you're like really awkward. What your crush knows is that you're really awkward, but you don't mean to be, and this is what is so cute and funny to them. So that's what I have for you, Pile 1. If it did resonate, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next post. Hello, Pile 2. So we're gonna tap into what your crush notices about you. What is Pile 2's crush notice about them? How is Paul? Okay, so what does your crush notice about you, Pile 2? I feel like what they notice about you is that you're hella protected. Whether you're protected by angels, whether you're protected by God, like this person, your crush feels like you're highly favored, you're highly blessed. Like a lot of things happen in your favor. Whether you have ancestors that watch over you, angels, spirit guides, you listen to like your spirit guides more than you listen to your ego. Like this person feels like, you know how like some women are like very like controlled by their egotistic self, their being, their flesh. It's like you're like more so, what your crush notices about you is that you're very like highly spiritual, and you still listen to like your higher self, your intuition. Like you're somebody that does not have a blocked, if you do have a blocked intuition, God will still kind of like even if you do have like trouble with something, like you'll still get in touch with your intuition. It's something about, even when you have blocked intuition, God still, like, or your angels still save you from things. Like, your crush could view you as like you always get yourself into something that is like could get you into trouble. Like, it's very risky with the Fool card, yeah, because he's about to go off a cliff. I feel like you do a lot of things that could get you in trouble. Like, you have, like, you still take that risk, and like your spirit guides come in and save the day, or things go as you planned it to go, if that makes sense. Like, your crush notices that it's no way like a normal, like if you weren't in tune with spirit so much, you weren't blessed so much, that certain things that you tried to do, you would fall on your, usually people would just fall on their face and have to learn from their situation. Yeah, your crush could be like a earth sign, and they know this. Like, they're very practical. So like what they notice about you is like you bring spirituality into the relationship. Like, they notice, they're starting to know, they're probably just starting to see a lot of synchronicities, or they see like God in you, or God loves you a lot. Like, God is like heavily focused on you right now. Yeah, you could be going through a transformation, I'm not really sure, but what they notice about you is that you're like very into, like, you're very like this person. Even if you guys had a sexual union, if not, if you guys haven't had a sexual union, they could still feel like you're so powerful. Like, you're very, very powerful, and you don't even like use your powers as much, because I feel like you, I don't know, it's like you like to, like, I don't know if you like to like feel normal, but I feel like you're very in tune with, you could be a psychic or somebody that works with energy. You coexist with the universe, you co-create with the universe. You do it naturally though. I feel like you were born like a star seed or something. What they notice is that you were born a star seed. Like, if you told this person, if they're not heavy in spirituality, you told them that you're a witch or something, or that you can talk to like spirits and stuff like that, I feel like this person would definitely believe you. This person could be your mentor, or you're their spiritual mentor. I feel like what your crush is noticing, that you could be their spiritual mentor, and there's somebody here to ground you. I feel like that's what they're noticing about the connection, or about you at least, is that they're probably here to ground you, and you're probably here to teach them more about love, forgiving, spirituality, things that are more sensual, things that are more like non-existent, that realm. It's like you live in the fantasy realm a lot. This is what they notice, that, you know, with all the fairies or angels around her, and demons, because when you're in that realm, like whether it's astral traveling or just going to the other side, in that astral plane, is a lot of things that can either bother you, bless you, you can run into. And I feel like you don't mind being in other realms, but I feel like this person, yeah, they notice that you be in other realms. They could view this as a little foolish, or a little, like a little foolish, a little childish, but I feel like this is what they notice about you, that you could be childish as fuck. You remind them of a child. Sometimes they feel like you're their child. They feel like they have to watch over you. That's why the King of Pentacles energy, I feel like what they notice is that they want to look, like, looking after you, they'll get blessed somehow by the divine. Because the divine loves you so much, they care about you so much, that it's like if they do something, if they even try to harm you or do something, they know that they'll get that karma back around. Because you're so like you're so like I feel like you're a light worker, or you're like divine. You're really, really divine with the 10 of Cups. What your crush notices, that you're divine feminine or divine masculine. And it's like if anybody tries to fuck up God's plans for you, it's like they'll get a lot of karmic deck, because I feel like you are meant to do something very important, and I feel like they know you're meant to do something very important, or you're meant to be here to do something very important, and you're like on a journey to do something for the divine. I don't know what it is. Yeah, with the mentor, you're here to do something for the divine. So anybody that steps in your way will get karmic debt. Really, really hard karmic debt, because divine loves you that much, and they want to protect you. Your ancestors, somebody's protecting you every step of the way with the fool's journey. You could even have like a little pet, whether it's a puppy or a cat. They know your cat or your dog is divine as well, or you guys are hella in sync, or this is like your soulmate. Your animal is like your soulmate. Maybe you speak to animals a lot, or a lot of animals are drawn to you. Crush notices that a lot of animals feel very comfortable around you. A lot of animals don't even bark at you. A lot of animals feel, it's like some type of, that light energy. Little kids are drawn to it. Animals are drawn to it. What else? It's like you're very, very in tune with the nature. Could be, they could notice that you're very in tune with animals and nature. And like your crush also notices that you're a little nerdy. When it comes to astrology, you're nerdy, you're really smart, You're really beautiful. You talk a lot. Your crush notices that you talk a lot. Like sometimes they feel like you won't shut up, but it's cute. It's like they wish you would shut up, but it's like they know you're not gonna shut up. Sometimes you talk so much that your crush has zoned out multiple times, but they zone back in because you just be talking nonstop. So I don't know if you're an air sign or what, or have an air moon or something, but you don't have to be, but it's just you like to talk a lot. When you like someone, they notice this. So this makes them very happy because they know if you didn't like them, you wouldn't talk as much. And I feel like sometimes they can't get you to shut up, but they like this though. They like the background noise. I don't know, your crush, I don't think your crush tries to ignore you, but I feel like you be like speed talking, or you talk really fast. You like to share stories. I feel like your crush also knows that you like looking at films. So your crush could also notice that you like going to the movies a lot, or you just like, your crush could notice that you like certain actors, or you inspire to be an actor for some of you, or you would be a good actress because you're so dramatic. Like your crush notices that you could be really, really dramatic. You like to like, I feel like your crush also knows that you are just, a lot of things that get in your way because the divine loves you so much, they swipe it out of your path. But also, even when things get in your way, you stay positive because you know the divine will help you out. So I don't know if you have like a certain person that passed away that you know is still watching over you, or they said something to you on their deathbed that they will still watch over you. You have a grandfather or grandmother or somebody like a strong presence that watches over you from like the moment you open your eyes till you go to sleep, and they still watch over you while you're asleep. Yeah, you have like somebody that's watching over you from day to night, like all the time. Like this is like, it's something, you're very special. Like your crush notices that you're very, very special, and you're going to be very, very successful, and you're going to be very, very happy because you have this, you keep this positive attitude. You don't have a positive attitude all the time because we're all human, but they know that it's because you keep this positive attitude and you manifest in a positive way. You know that things don't happen to you, they happen for you. Like you keep pushing. They know that you're going to be very like awesome one day. You're going to be very like successful with whatever you decide to do, because maybe you're very young, you don't know what you want to do yet, but they know whenever you figure it out, you're going to be very like unstoppable at it, because you're unstoppable right now. Your crush could also feel like they want to marry you. I don't know why I said that in this video, because this is about what they notice about you. So I feel like what they notice, like I think that was for somebody. They want to marry you or move in with you with the King of Pentacles here. Yeah, definitely want to have kids. This person's probably thinking about giving you kids, but you're working on your crush notices though that you're working on your career right now, or what you want to even do with your career, because maybe you don't know yet. You have a couple options, but you just don't know right now what you want to do. So it's like you could feel like your crush is like moving too fast, because I feel like your crush is really into you and into grounding you. This person really wants to ground your type of energy, so that you can become more successful in this realm. Because I feel like you're very like, in the spiritual realm, you're really, really good at it, but in this type of realm, like the material realm with money and stuff like that, you're not so good at it right now. It's like you're like a baby. Like it's like I'm visualizing like a baby taking their first few steps, and I feel like this is where you are in your material realm. Like you don't really know when it comes to a career, but I feel like you would accumulate a lot of money because you're spiritually wealthy. They know this because you're so spiritually wealthy and positive, that you would accumulate a lot of money, and they want to help you with this. They definitely want to help you with this, your crush. They notice that you could be like a star one day, or you are a star already, so they know you'll be a star one day. What else does your crush notice? Your crush notices that you like cuddling when they cuddle you, but maybe you don't want to get intimate right now. Maybe this is like a pod where you guys haven't had sex, or you guys agreed to not have sex yet, but the person just wants to kiss you. Maybe that this person, that like your crush wants to kiss you, but they notice that you're not really comfortable right now with having sex with them. Maybe you guys just met, or you like to have sex when you emotionally know somebody. When you emotionally know them first, you have an emotional connection, that's when you'll have sex. But I feel like this person notices that you don't want to rush a sexual union. The emotional union is more important to you. When you get to know somebody emotionally, is more important than rushing a sexual connection. I feel like you're very sweet, smart, gentle, nerdy, quirky. You talk a lot. You're very talkative with people that you know. I feel like you could be, I think you're just talkative overall. You could be a people's person. You could actually like anime. I'm getting that too. Your crush notices that you like to watch cartoons instead of actual movies, or when you do watch movies, it's like romantic. Maybe force them to watch like anime or a cartoon movie, or you like to watch a lot of like love movies, or movies that like Fatal Attraction or something. You're into things like that. You like to watch like documentaries, like really nerdy things, and like tell them what's going on in the movie or documentary, even though they're halfway paying attention, because you blast through whatever you're saying. You talk a mile a minute. It's not that they try to ignore you, it's that you talk so much that it's like they're a little kid, like a little kid. You're like very special. You're like a light worker. You're an angel. Could have been drawn to pile 1 actually. I think pile 1 and pile 2 are a little bit similar, and the images are a little bit similar, but I feel like this energy is more so like the first pile was like, she was really quiet, passive, but this pile is like when you know somebody you're really talkative, or you're just talkative overall. I think you're very talkative when you fill out their energy, because you're so spiritual. This is what your crush notices. Because you're so spiritual, you get attached to people that have you fill people out before you talk to somebody, if that makes sense. Like, you won't just be talkative to somebody where they have like something about, you could be psychic. It's something about you pick up on energies, and you know which energy is good for you, which energy is bad for you. And the energies that's good for you, that are like of light, like you'll open up when people show you their light energy, because everybody has shadow energy, but people that are more so in tune with their their light energy, you open up to them more. You're very careful about who you open up to, though. How to. This is what your crush notices, but this is what your crush loves. And I think this is why your crush wants to love you and take care of you and marry you one day and give you kids. Like, this person is like just into you overall. Your personality is like, what they notice is that your personality is something that you can't find every too often. So either, if you guys don't work out, they want to either stay friends. They don't mind staying your friend, because your energy is so like pure that they don't mind if they stay your friend, but they want to be more than friends though. They want to be whatever you want it to be. Like, they know your energy is so pure. Yeah, I'm getting from this is like you're so pure, they don't want to like destroy your innocence. You're very innocent. Like, it's like almost like you barely even, you don't like to act in your shadow energy at all, is what I'm getting. This is what they notice as well. You don't like to act on shadow energy, even though sometimes you have to when people try to take your kindness for weakness. But I feel like you don't even like when you're in your shadow side, you have to like get in the tub for like a few, like, you need to like release that, any negative thoughts, you release it immediately, because it bothers you that much. It takes a toll out on your physical body. But yeah, what your crush overall in this pile, what your crush notices, that you're heavily like protected by some type of outside spiritual source, and you're hella blessed and like beautiful, and like they want to protect you. This type of energy where they feel like they want to protect you or be like your gatekeeper. They could worry about you a lot as well, even though they notice that you're already protected by whomever on the other side. So that's what I have for you, pile 2. If it did resonate, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next post. Hello, pile 3. So we're gonna see what your crush noticed about you. I'm already gonna notice that you're very artistic, very artistic. I only have to pull cards for that, but I'll wait so the messages can come through. You have a very artistic mind, so they can't wait to see what you're gonna create. If you do start creating, I don't know. Or cheesy, love you so cute. What is my first crush? Empress could be a Pisces, or you have a Pisces moon, or Pisces is in your chart, or they're Pisces. Or it's a lot of mystic energy. Unseen. I don't know this person. What is your crush notice about you? How they liberated. Bring yourself and others from outdated beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. So how does your crush see you? I actually want to pull. So what your crush notices about you, they notice that you're very fashionable. Because I feel like out of all the pictures, she's probably the most fashionable, with the hair clips, the flowers that match the flowers. You put your clothes together uniquely. I don't think you notice how unique your sense of style is. You probably just think that, I don't know, you probably just throw on your clothes, but it just looks artistic the way you put it together. You could just be, your mind is very artistic, and it's something that they notice about you that you don't even notice about yourself. Like your mind is very different than anything they're used to like dealing with. Like maybe you think very different, you see the world very different. You see the world very different with the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. That's like new, fresh. You have like new, fresh ideas to give and to share with people. Maybe liberation. They notice that you have like a lot of like new, fresh ideas and perspectives. With the High Priestess, you have a lot of different perspectives that are like that they never heard of before. They never like thought of before. They never heard of or thought of. Like you bring a lot of like ideas, fresh ideas to people around you, and they notice it about you that you're very special in that way, where your mind is very artistic. I feel like you tend to just let your mind just flow. Like you talk very freely, you express yourself very freely, or this is something that you're learning to do, and they're seeing this, they're noticing this about you, that you're starting to like become more free about yourself and what you want and what you desire. You're just becoming like more liberated in like your ideas and your artistic ways of expressing your emotions. I feel like with the High Priestess, you're very emotional. You're very emotional, and I feel like you're trying to like let these emotions flow out of you, but in a positive way, like, and for you to make money off of it. Like you are very expressive, but it's like you want to point that direct, like all that energy that you have in you into like money and something that will like take care of you. I feel like you don't really want a 9-to-5 or a practical job. I feel like with the High Priestess, you're somebody that wants to like create things that are just, you just think outside the box. Like what they notice about you, Pile 3, is that you think outside of the box, and the way you dress yourself, like your sense of style is very creative, and so is your mind. I feel like the way you put your makeup together could be very creative as well. What they notice about you as well is that they like the way your makeup looks. I don't know if you do your makeup or you don't do your makeup, but whatever it is, whatever you do to your face, your skincare, whatever routine, they like the way you put yourself together in that way too. They could like the lip gloss or something that you put around your lips. They really love your lips. They really love your cheekbones. You probably have very pretty cheekbones to them. That's what they notice in you. They love any hair clips that you put in your hair. It makes you look really girly, look really fun, like really fresh, like really like young. You don't have to be young, but your aesthetic could look very young. You could be older, and people like think that you're, younger, or you don't have to be too old, but it's like every time somebody asks you your age, they think that you're way younger than what you really are. I think they notice this about you too, or when they saw you as well, they thought you were like really young. People think that some people might think that you're in your teens if you're not a teen. They like the way you could smell really good. Like your crush notices that you smell really good. You put on really nice perfumes. They just, I don't know, they like how you smell. Like you smell really good and really refreshing. Or they're just so attracted to you that you just smell good overall, because people that are attracted to you tend to think that you smell really good. Anybody that's attracted to you likes your hormone, like the way your hormones smell. Like when you sweat, this person even probably thinks that you smell really good when you sweat. If you guys have been intimate and you sweat, they think your sweat tastes really sweet or tastes good and smells really good when you sweat. They like how your face looks and your makeup looks when you're sweaty. Maybe this person, like, they notice that you've been recently working out, or you're really fit. That your crush notices that you're very fit, or you've been working out lately. It looks really good on you. I feel like this person likes whatever lip liner you put on to think this looks really good, like really flattering to your features. This person like likes everything you do, like to how you do your makeup with your eyebrows, your lashes, your eyeshadow. Everything looks really good. Your highlight, your nails. I feel like you even contrast like your nails into your outfit and your clips into your outfit. You could even like mismatch sometimes and it looks really flattering. It's like something about you that you could wear anything and it looks really good. They notice that about you too. Or they notice that you can make a lot of money off of the way you think. Like you could write a book and make a lot of money. This person wants to generate some money with you as well. But what they notice about you is that you don't smile often. They could notice that you don't smile often. Maybe because you're hella busy or tired whenever you guys link up, but it's like you don't really smile that often. This person wants to make you smile, wants to make you giggle, wants to get you like to stop looking so depressed or feeling so depressed. I feel like this is why you are so creative, is because these deep emotions with the High Priestess can come off depressive, or you could look depressed, but you're really just like either manifesting, or you're just like in your own head and your own thoughts about your emotions. This person can pick up on that. They notice this. They notice that you're very vulnerable. Very, very, very vulnerable. You like to stay to yourself a lot with the High Priestess. You're the type of person where you're not an extrovert because of like you don't like people. It's just you're extrovert to protect your energy. There's something about your energy that you want to protect. This person wants to find out what you're trying to protect about yourself. Like it's like things that you're hiding. They pick up. What they notice about you is that you're hiding a lot. With the High Priestess. But this is just who you are. They're starting to realize this is just who you are or something. It's really delicate. Like, I don't know, I'm just getting that you're very delicate, and like you can't be around too many people because it will drain you and exhaust your energy. Maybe being around your crush will drain your energy, not because he's a bad or she's a bad person, but it's just because you get lost in them. They notice that you get lost in other people. Yeah, that's a big thing. Like the overall energy, I'm feeling like they feel like you get lost in other people. And I think you tend to confuse what other people want for you and what other people want in a relationship versus what you want and what you desire. You tend to like cater to people. Like they notice that you put others' feelings before yours, or you confuse other people's feelings to be your feelings, when it's really just them projecting onto you, influencing you to do certain things. I feel like your crush notices that you're easily influenced, you're easily inspired. You can get inspired pretty quickly and want to like create whatever you're inspired by. They also notice that you tend to burn yourself out, and this is probably why you don't smile that often, because you're burnt out from all the tasks you do during the day, or all the thoughts you have. It was one pile where they talked a mile a minute, but you think a mile a minute. It was one pile where they were really, really talkative, They talked a mile a minute to express themselves, but I feel like you think a mile a minute, so you keep them all inside with the High Priestess. Your feelings. You think really deeply. You think a lot. You think. As soon as you wake up in the morning, you probably start to think. This person can pick up on that. They want to help you with that, but only they're willing to wait though for you to open up. They're also noticing about you, part 3, is that it's going to take you a minute to open up to them, even if it's like even if you guys knew each other for like a year. You open up different layers throughout time. Yeah, it's like I'm getting like a game where you like it's like you want them to beat each level, and once they prove something to you, that's when you open up another level of yourself, like level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. This person probably like on level, like just now starting level 2 with you or something, level 1, level 3. But it's like you don't let them, I don't know, it's like you want them to show you some type of like kindness or just some type of whatever you're like, I don't know, you don't open up. You open up throughout time. They noticing this. It could be a little difficult for them to understand why you do this, but I feel like it's legit reasons why you do this though. To protect your energy, to protect yourself, protect your heart with the Ace of Cups. Definitely to protect your heart. To protect your feelings, I think. I don't know, you're scared of energy vampires the most. Maybe they try to suck you dry because you're so like vulnerable. You can become vulnerable when you love someone, when you care for someone. So this is why you're not easily to love someone, because you know when you're in love, and you don't do anything for that person. They're noticing that too, that it's like you must, like this person wants to know, like you love really hard and really like you probably have the best lover. So this is why it's not so easy for people to win that out of you, to get that out of you, because it's like a lot of people you gave it to didn't deserve that. They can feel all this, or they can notice this about you, and they understand this. I feel like they understand your boundaries with the Page of Pentacles. That's not somebody that's rushing in at all. And then the High Priest is right next to you. They're not rushing in because they know that they're noticing that you're giving me Scorpio. You don't have to be a Scorpio vibe, but it's just getting me that like if somebody is, you want your love interest to die for you type stuff, like, or you want your love interest to like take a bullet for you because you know you'll do that for them. Wow. So you would just rather love platonically. They're noticing that too. You rather love platonically maybe and be in this dreamy state instead. They also notice that you tend to like have ideas about people instead of looking at them in a realistic eyes, pair of eyes. You look at people in a dream. You would rather look at them in a dreamy state because it's funner that way, it's better like that way, or you just, reality is too painful for you, or you just don't like to be in reality. I don't know. It's a lot of, you're just really emotional. They're picking up that you're really emotional, really like, you're really deep maybe. But it's really cute how you express how deep you are. Like I think with every emotion, whether it's angry, sad, happy, excited, you express it in the way you dress. Wow. So if you're down, you wear black. If you're happy, you wear pink. If you're feeling fresh, you wear white. If you're feeling, you know, down to earth, you wear a lot of browns or something. If you're feeling like, I don't know, excited, wear like a bright color or something like that. Yeah, you express stuff in how you dress. I'm feeling for this pile, or through your makeup, way you dress, your hair, whatever it is. They really like this. I feel like this is what drawn your crush in, and I feel like this is what's making them kind of obsessed with you, with your aesthetic. They're obsessed with your aesthetic. Maybe your aesthetic fits their aesthetic and they like this a lot. Maybe they're very expressive and fashionable as well, or you inspire them to become more fashionable and carefree when it comes to what they put on, like your clothing and stuff. You're very inspiring. You probably don't even, you're carefree about what you put on. you put on whatever you feel for that day. That's what they notice about you, pile 3. So that's what I have for you, pile 3. If it did resonate, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next post. Hello, pile 4. So this would be what your crush notices about you. What's pile 4's crush knows about them? What is pile 4's crush notice? Pile 4's crush notice. This pile 4's crush notice. Oh. Servant. Okay, for this pile, your crush could notice that you have other options. Well, they do notice that you have other options with the delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. That's giving me something like where you're very free-spirited, especially with the 5 of Swords. You're somebody that's very free-spirited. You manipulate a lot of things to free yourself or liberate yourself. You don't like living with conditions. You don't like living with conditions or loving with condition. You like loving unconditionally in a loving way, but it's unconditional. So you don't like to be tied down. You don't like to tie anybody else down. You're very free energy is what I'm getting. This is what they notice. Like, you're very like free of like things that tie you down or program you, like society, rules, laws, anything. It's like your crush could also see you as doing a lot of things that are illegal for money or for a living, or for surviving. I feel like the way you survive is very like, you do what you want to do, you do it how you want to do it, and you don't really care what people have to say. I feel like I don't want to say you could be a criminal, but what they notice is that you do a lot of things that could be illegal, or but it's just what you want to do because you don't want to do. I feel like you could be very creative, but people don't understand your creativity. Maybe your crush just doesn't understand what your crush is really confused about you. Like, what they notice is that you're very confusing with the 5 of Swords. Very, very confusing. Very, very, like, to them, this is what they notice is that you're very, very confusing. Like, you confuse them with how you live and how you operate is just confusing as hell. I feel like what they notice is that you might be confusing yourself with what you want in life. I don't know. This could just be their perspective, but it's like they notice that you live your life the way you want to live it, really. whether it's true or not true about their perspective of how you live your life. They just see it as you live your life how you want to live your life. So it's like, if you want to get up in the morning and day drink, you're gonna day drink, even though it's not like what normal people do in the morning. You would get up and have you like a shot or something. If you want a shot, if you want to drink a margarita in the morning, you're gonna drink a margarita. If you want to smoke in the morning, you're gonna smoke. It's like you do things that like normal feminines wouldn't do in their head. But I don't know, it's like, I guess what you're not, okay, so not normal feminines would do, but it's just like you wouldn't do what their exes would do. Like, you're somebody that they're not really, you're this type of energy they're not familiar with. So what they notice about you is that you're hella different in their eyes, but you might not view this as being different at all. It's just who you are. And I think they're kind of coming to grasp with that you're just being who you are. You're not trying to be like misunderstood, but I feel like this person is coming off of a like, they're coming off as like misunderstanding you with the 5 of Swords, but they're definitely like interested with the Page of Wands. It's like they don't even know how to approach you or how to court you, I feel like, because there is a 10 of Pentacles at the end of the deck, the Casanova deck. So I feel like they don't know how to court you. Like, what they notice about you is that it's hard as hell to court you in their head. Like, for them, it's hard to court you. They don't know what you want. You could be with a servant card, you could actually be a servant. Like, you work somewhere and you're a servant. You're a waitress, you're a dancer, you do something where it serves other people, or you just like to serve yourself. It's something of service that you do. It could be unmorally with the 5 of Swords. It could just be something unmorally to them because they're from a different culture background, but to you it's something completely normal. I don't know if they're like, I don't know, it's like, should I pull more cards, Spirit? Because it's like giving me like they just like, not like misunderstanding you. Yeah, it is like they're misunderstanding, but they're into you though. They're trying to understand you is what I'm trying to, that's what I'm picking up. But what they notice about you is that you're very like egotistical. You like to look good, you like to look fancy, you like to look put together, you like to look sexy, you like to keep your nails done. They notice that you like to keep your nails done. You have really pretty hands. You have really pretty hands, really pretty feet. So your crush notices that you have really pretty hands and pretty feet. 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups. Yeah, your crush knows that you're like, what they notice is that whatever, like, you could be very high maintenance. What they notice that you're very high maintenance because you want to be. You don't have to be, but you want to be. You want to be difficult. They feel like you play a lot of games as well, but it kind of turns them on with the Page of Wands. Because that energy is like somebody that's always horny. Like, so they're probably always horny about you. Like, every time they think about you, Power 4, they get extremely horny or extra horny. Like, this person probably like thinks about you in different scenarios because, like I said, you're misunderstood by this person. They don't understand you. So I think when they masturbate multiple times with this Power. But it's like, I don't know, I feel like it upsets them a little bit because they don't know if you're turned on. Like, if you guys have had sex, you and your crush, they don't know. Or if you guys didn't have sex, they still don't know what turns you on. So this could be like a little bit upsetting to them. To him, look at his face. Like, they could feel like you're upset all the time as well. Like, nothing. What they notice about you is like a lot of things. You'll get what you want with the Servant card. This person could feel like they're a servant to you, but it's like when they do give you what you ask for, it's kind of quite like you want more, you want more, you want more. You're never really satisfied. You want more. It's like you're really spoiled. What your crush notices is that you're very spoiled, Power 4. And you make these faces at this at this masculine that makes them feel like you don't want them. I feel like you just have like a very like fierce face, but it's very beautiful to them. Your crush also notices that like when your hair gets all up in your face, you don't really care too much. They like this a lot, that you could have bangs. If you don't have bangs, you recently cut it into bangs, or you want to get bangs, or your hair just tends to like get all over in front of your face. They could notice, your crush notices how slick your mouth can get with the Five of Swords. Yeah, you make this person, I don't know, feel like they're not good enough for you with the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you make this person feel like they're not good enough for you, and also you make them feel like, I don't know, it's like you make them feel like you can see right through them, I feel like, as well. Like they notice that you play a lot of games, like they are, like how your crush feels, or what they notice about you, that you do have multiple options. So they know that you're cheating on them, or that if this person wants to tie you down, you will cheat, or you'll have like other people on the side. Because I feel like they know that other people are like in love with your looks, or in love with you in general. Like people will just give to you with a certain card, or you'll give to other people that, I don't know, it's like they also, yeah, they notice that you have a smart mouth, but not on purpose. Ooh, and this flipped out. The King of Wands. Yeah, you don't like to work hard. For this pile, your crush notices that you don't like to work hard. You like to work smart. That's why I said you might do something illegal for money, or you have some type of job or lifestyle that you don't have to work as much, but you get a lot of money. Or yeah, you like the fast life, could be in this pile, but they notice you like the fast life. You like the life that you're living. It could be a very complicated lifestyle, or yeah, or you just get your way when it comes to like work. I don't know what you do. I don't know if you're a model. I don't know if you're like you're some type of model though, I think. Could be like a catalog model, or you want to be a model. You're an inspiring model. You dance, you're an entertainer, you're a waitress somewhere, you're a bartender somewhere, like a really, I don't know, something that you do where you don't have to work hard. Even if you work at a restaurant, it's like you have people at your job that are crushing on you, that would do, I feel like even if you don't work at like a job like that, you work a regular job, but like you have male coworkers that if you tell them that you need to do a certain task, they'll do it with you or for you, just because they want to be around you and they're into you, because you have like this very sexy aesthetic, very like, you don't want to work hard, that's okay, you're too cute to work or something attitude. This could really like turn them on, but make them a little bit frustrated because they don't know how, I don't know, I feel like you always want more, and this is kind of like a bad thing, because you're hella spoiled in this pile. I feel like what they notice about you is that you're hella spoiled, because people will just give to you, I think, in this pile, or give you what you ask for eventually, like, or you just don't take no for answers. They notice that, okay, your crush notices also that they tell you no, you're gonna get it somewhere else, so they might as well tell you yes. Or somebody else will do it. What one man won't do, another man will. One man's trash is another man's treasure, and you know this or something, you live by this or something, you do. It's something where you just know that you're gonna get what you want, so it's like you don't even, it's like this, your crush notices that you don't even bother to keep them around. It's like you don't work hard to keep them around. This type of energy where you're not like pressed about keeping him around. And I think this is what's like turning this masculine on, or feminine on. This energy that you're thinking about your crush, it turns them on that you don't really, you know, you don't have to do much to keep them around, because they'll keep sniffing around your ass like a dog would. So what they notice about you is that you don't like to work hard, and you play a lot of games, a lot of word games, a lot of mind games. They could view this as controlling, but you're not controlling at all. Like I said, you like unconditional things. You like things that don't tie you down. So it's not even that you're trying to control them. They could probably view it as that. Then we got the Death card. So you could have Scorpio in your chart, don't have to be, but you have this very like dark emotional energy where it's like you'll get whatever you want from your crush. Your crush kind of can pick up on this energy. What they notice is all this energy that you put, like you are the Empress, but like a dark Empress, where it's like you attract everything that you want, but it's like the way you attract it is like very like nonchalant, very like egotistical, very in your shadow energy. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I feel like that's like, you know, your power basically. Your crush notices, yeah, your crush, yeah, what your crush notices about you, power for, is that you know your power. This card kind of gives me the same imagery of the picture that you picked.